plant near the pillar, and they actually went around and boosted and used the boost as the tease to win a round. And it's just that kind of innovation and thinking on their feet that Fnatic do better than most. So here they're going to get an opportunity to melt away the long push. Okay, Tessa's onto Brolin. That was a quick one.
But here's a perfect example as to why flusha didn't buy a weapon. He would have the intention of picking up that AK, but now, maybe, just maybe, there's more threats to be concerned about. Okay, dink down and eliminated. They'll be happy to take 2 frags and 2 weapons away from an eco round, and that's exactly what they've managed to get. Crims is even going to have to be throwing his full util set just to recover the bomb safely. So nothing for poor old flusha. He has gone for the Glock Zeus, a classic combination, into your 3rd round T-buy.
I just want to hear you guys make the impression again.
We can do it without the sound if you want.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same. I like it to be a...
It has to be relevant.
Organic.
Yeah,
okay.
Organic.
All right. We could just, instead of singing in the car on the way home, we'll just make Zeus noises for you.
I was really enjoying our emo night way to work because my music taste hasn't evolved in 15 years.
Well, I know that because when we're in green rooms together and, you know, Panic at the Disco comes on, the 3 of us all start singing like idiots.
Have a little bop.
Yeah.
It's a good time. It's a good time. We've got to enjoy ourselves.
As we get older, though, Lauren,
right,
we become the old people.
We're gonna, you know, like the emo jams,
right?
The My Chemical Romance, the Black Parade, the I'm Not Okay.
Yeah.
So
never quite there.
So if you're sad and emotional like the 3 of us, tweet the playlist we should be playing on the drive home today.
Damn, that's a good idea. I love that.
Recommendations are, ladies and gentlemen.
Just be pacey because I see Molly's flashes a little bit of early attention. It's a heavy lean towards B and. Great spot. Nico finds flush and suddenly things kind of get a little derailed here.
And straight back, ready for the fight. I'm surprised they hadn't fallen off that boost. And Cadian, he's just lost his head. This could be madness. He needs to shut him down. Borup saves the day for Heroic. And by throwing out his smoke, he can play around that himself. He's getting hunted down by multiple players, multiple angles. J-Dubs eliminates a crucial threat. Went to a 2v2, but Tessus is really precise with that Galil.
Okay, nade comes out. Crim's still doing damage. And I mean, the graffiti on the wall was Fnatic of a different era, different player. But they certainly have an affinity for this map. 1 minute though, Crim's is going to have to really play with their minds here.
And the thing that I hate about Overpass is when you want to be cheeky like Crims has been, he either goes loud and makes it really clear, or he has to walk this whole rotate.
Yeah, but look how much room he's been given, Alex.
True.
They're going on a fact-finding mission over towards B, and guess what? Nobody's home. So taking this space, it's great. They're finding out that he's not here, but meanwhile, he's getting a free bomb site on the other side of the map. But Tessa's continuing forward individually. This is audacious.
Yeah, and that's some gorgeous little camera work to set the scene. Crims will be planting bankside safe, I assume.
He needs to clear this before he can plant because it's the unknown. You have to clear a little bit.
And even if he returns to this, I'm not sure he's going to be anticipating Tessa's so established.
Is Tessa's going to be in the open or is he sitting in? He is sitting in. Okay, I was all worried with the X-ray then if he was actually out and about. But yeah, see how Crims is ready for this or not. And do you know what? It's fair enough to not be ready for that. But nice work from Tessa to hedge the bets. No BM coming out from Heroic. I was waiting for the body shots.
I'll wait till Fnatic wins some rounds. Then there'll be spams in the...
I mean, Fnatic were. For the first 2 rounds.
Knifing the bodies, they pick up extra. They didn't work that way. They were still able to convert the round, but it's good stuff to see. Heroic do take some calculated risks, like that push from Tessa's.
Thought he was going to have more resistance there. It looks like the short players are playing more passive this round, so he'll take that space and completely nullify that smoke grenade.
Yeah, just to note, we talked about it during the Na'Vi game, where Heroic are doing a similar thing, hedging 4 players over towards the B bomb site at the start of the round here to deal with any rushes, any early aggression, and then your early warning signal, which is Cadian with the AWP, perfect. They know the timings. They know that teams aren't just going to gallivant up through bathrooms and long, so as soon as he spots and gets pressure applied, at that point Heroic can rotate a player back over towards the A site. And there he goes. 2 indeed, and they're staying very quiet about this, so not giving away any audible sound cues in case that territory had to be taken. There's always a chance, especially with Fnatic in the server here, but as you can see, they're just posturing. Now, if they can hold on to their utility for a little bit longer here, Heroic, they'll be able to defend against a late round Fnatic push and play, because now we're down to 45 seconds left on the clock, and they haven't taken any space over towards bathrooms.
I always find it curious. There's such like an internal clock that ticks of, okay, suddenly I'm uncomfortable with the fact that toilets has been open this long. Let's pull those players back over. And still posting up by long. First shot doesn't quite find its target, but it does give away the game. Makes you feel a little better about where you're standing. And Tessa's probably ain't feeling much better about that. The T's are on the way. CT side, 20 seconds. This is late in the day.
Yeah, and Cadian is going to get caught. Great catch from Crims. That's a real way in, a real avenue. It's Tessus, fully blind, no problem. JW caught in transition. Tessus holds them at bay. And now down to Brawl, and the babyface killer's not got time for this. Not got time for your games, and truly just has not got time. He'll grab the AWP, and he'll get out of there. So Heroic recover. They'll find their second. Thank you, Tessus, and thank you, Fnatic, for running that clock down so damn low. Brolin, he died after time. $750 in the bank.
Did he have the AWP though? I looked away just checking my stats here.
Oh, you're right. Maybe he threw it away. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking elsewhere. So I don't think he got the kill.
Yeah, I don't think they were close enough. So he would have saved the AWP and probably dropped that for somebody else.
I'm going to say the same thing. I want that bottle instead.
I'm pretty
really
sure I'm pretty sure the sign behind him, take a look next time, says eat, sleep, frag, repeat.
Oh, that's equally as inspired.
Wasn't that...
it was a song.
It was a DJ. I can't remember.
Yeah,
famous
Rave
UK
Repeat.
DJ. Yeah.
Eat, sleep, rave, repeat.
People seem to just rip that off and not credit it. It's interesting. What else is interesting is this little push-up. T's not quite having much of a time with it. Roland's trying to make that all find a place, but not to be instantly CT's fallback here.
And he has to get something done with it, right? Alex pointed out exactly why holding on to this AWP and not getting the loss bonus is going to hamper his buy in the following round. So if they can do some damage to the CT-sided economy with this, job done. Winning a round, very difficult. He's not known to be an AWPer.
He's got a good shot at this one, though. Baited in by pistols. I love this setup. You've seen this one work wonderfully many times. Cadian, Tessus, AWPer, M4 tends to have a very, very powerful combination. They can pivot, cover both avenues. Tessus dares really trying to escape, but he's caught in transition, nade in his hand. And that's an M4 for them to recover as well. Don't forget, Brolin, they were trying to set him up over the smoke. He still holds that weapon, but at 20 seconds, Cadian needs one. And he doesn't get any. It's down to Nico. 15 seconds, a frag onto Flusher pretty much does sign the notice, and that's the end. AWP upgrade found, and so is the round. 3-3, Heroic leveling things up with 3 of their own.
So Brolin now only has 3150. So if he wants to go for a Galil, that's possible. He might get dropped across the gun, or he could go for a Tech 9 with armor and a full set of nades. There's the opening. This was just against the pistols. It did get a bit precarious. A few frags going awry right there that didn't necessarily have to. But things are starting to look good for Heroic. So if
I didn't see any. Very upset.
Okay. So Brolin's been dropped an AK and Golden's taken a UMP. So the sacrifice from the in-game leader, giving his star the rifle. You love to see it.
Cadian's out on an island. That's a banger. He's got a raft to get out. He doesn't mind. Gets away. Gets the perfect start for Heroic.
Yeah, that's definitely going to leave a mark. JW. Nade's looking good. Is there a second where that came from? Yes, there is. Borup. He's just going to throw his full nade set, I imagine, trying to get something before he goes down. And now... Well, they've certainly revealed where 2 members of Fnatic are. You can't deny that. Spray from Tessus even connecting. The nade will follow. They're doing a great job of keeping Fnatic at bay, or at least not making these trades go unresponded. Unresponded?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a word. Good job, Alex.
Learning the English language.
Step by step, bro. I'll have it by the time I'm 60, I reckon.
I don't think I'll be there.
I just say big words and people think I'm smart. Deep down, no idea what they mean. Just hope they work. Down.
Yeah, unequivocally agree with you there.
Yes. Double stack towards Monster. Can't say Monster. Tess is kind of keeping a bit of a tab between both. Maybe feeling there's something up here, and they're right to be feeling as such. On that other side of the smoke, 2 players wait.
Oh, the timing was like 3 seconds off. Now they push, and now they die. Down, Tessus fill the feed. Coming in from short, pre-fire necessary. Down looking like a turret, and Heroic. A clean, open and shut 4th. That's 4 in a row as well. I will remind you, it was Fnatic to pick up the pistol and convert the following 2. So now, Heroic on a 4-round spree.
Saying they can just hammer away. And then Nico, as we heard from Golden in the pre-game interview, he plays unorthodox style in certain scenarios. And when you're the rotator, that's what you want to see. Pushing through smokes, pushing through mollies, going for these kind of fights that you wouldn't be expecting to unravel the T-side approach.
Wow.
The T-side approach this time round, it's a bunch of deagles. Golden has gone for the utility. Hasn't even upgraded himself into a P250.
I love the fact they fell back so far. I think they either saw the pistols or something, and they just fell the hell away from that. There was no sticking around.
There's a window for that AWP peek for Cadian, where if they have gone close to the wall, he has a tiny window, and Crims has found his. Perhaps into the A site as well. The AWP are gone. Great 1D to start them off, and they'll throw a smoke a little deep, I think. It's on towards the T stairs. It's not necessarily going to hold anyone at bay. And Nico is filling that gap nicely. Is he really going to whip out the Zoom banger? For a touch of work. There he goes. Well, the M4 for the future wet work he has ahead of him. Cautious and very clean.
The arrival on Tessus on Long couldn't have been better timed. All there, the right time. And honestly, the first shot was lovely.
Rounds, they were only able to grab 1 kill, and then the previous before that, it was 2. So the money starting to build right now on the heroic side of things. The only one who's a little bit undervalued is Nico with 1,400 to his name. There's no AWP in play for JW here. Smoke to extinguish the molly. That means playground control will be garnered. Cadian going aggressive. Again, so much responsibility on his shoulders here.
Yeah, he's a lone wolf. Completely isolated from the pack. As I say that makes a whole lot more sense. Tessus in pursuit. This will pretty much determine the round here, folks, so keep your eyes locked on this part of the map. You've got 3 members in the bomb. Golden responsible for that. You're always going to have a flash. That's why Tessus finds himself anti. And Cadian's job will be, if he is flashed, pull the trigger, take cover, let Tessus fill the gap. Looks like they're going elsewhere. They're even going long side of toilets. My God. Okay, so Tessus will keep his back safe, and Cadian will take the shot. He misses it, caught in transition, and both of them fall. Fnatic can flood, and the rotate's on as well. Nico, you know he was so influential with the first rotate, but this time it's not pistols he's going up against. He's got the full rifles. Numbers advantage for Fnatic as they start to throw out their nades.
Notice how Nico pushes forward here to give information and allow the rotation for his teammates not to have to focus on the bathroom area of the map. Stown, listening to Nico. This is in between rotations right here. He's not going to be there to stop the long push.
He's not there in time.
Oh, God. They still think it's B? They're still considering. And Nico's position is excellent. You said it, you highlighted it, the information it gives, but also the frags it can bring. But Brolin and Flusher are a little bit better at the moment. Bomb can be planted, but Borup, feeling a mile away, does take down Flusher, but also takes a boatload of damage for it.
Yeah, that was almost enough to just force him out of the round, I'm afraid. Can't really contest with such low HP. Good play from Nico, though. I really like the fact he had that trigger discipline, identified the bomb player, killed the bomb without going down. Definitely had legs, but Fnatic, that's the first round we've seen from them after the initial burst of 3. So they stopped the spree before it gets out of control. It was 5 consecutive rounds from Heroic. And let's just quickly take stock after their 5-round spree. I'm seeing Tessus and Nico largest contributors at 11 frags apiece. And interestingly enough, the other standout is Stown. Now, he's only got 6 frags, but keeping up in the ADR at 66 after that round's conclusion. This is Fnatic's map, worth reminding you. Heroic certainly no slouch. I think there was actually a couple of big oopsies from them in that loss you mentioned, Chad. Not the complexity win. Who did they lose to? Big Fan?
Yeah.
It was in the DreamHack finals, wasn't it? And I remember a lot of people from the analyst circles criticizing Heroic in a sense of an air of choke, an air of overly pressured and not delivering their best on this map. So perhaps there's more.
Yeah, and it's a map that they haven't played a lot in terms of competitive environment. Maybe they've practiced it a lot, we don't know. But in terms of on paper, there's only 2 results. So Fnatic can only look into what we can, and okay, Flusher opens things up. Down on that secondary AWP. Didn't work so well for him last round, but this time we'll find a very nice trade. And that's immediately put Fnatic having to head back over towards A. So they have to deal with this up-close and personal position of Tessus here, being overseen by Cadian.
Nice. I like this little crossfire switch up. It's been Long presence before. It didn't work out. Here's a new look. But it does mean no eyes on Long, and Fnatic have liked to dabble with it. We'll see. Oh, the run boost. Love it. We saw that with, I think, G2, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of those. And now we're seeing a lot of contact. That's a great starter, and it still plays in Tessus.
They know they're going
quick
long.
On the flank.
He will have heard the run boost, and now he can have the fastest flank ever for Long. He's even going to spot JW running over. The call should be perfect. I don't think Fnatic are going to believe this, but Nico, he hasn't quite managed to make it over there. This is an open site. It is a bank plant, but Tessus is the loose thread, and he hasn't got it. So much information squandered, and now the spray's not there either. Maybe Stound can find something. Nico does eventually finish off his meal. It's time for dessert. 2v2 retake.
I'm amazed, but I guess the timing wasn't there. JW showing his absolute veteran status. Not going to let this slip. Nico's been doing wonderfully. Not going to have anything this time. Good resurgence there, but the timing on that flank, there was just that clock, I guess, internally, right?
I want to put this more on Katie, and I've been saying he's had so much responsibility over towards that A site on his own. Well, he's had a buddy this was contained. All they had to do was hold them in position. Maybe an overextension right there, not expecting that full commitment. But what this means for Heroic is an eco. So this could be very, very catastrophic going forward. Fnatic now definitely looking to get number 6 on the board. And if they pile anything more on after that, that's a big half.
I love Flusher pulling out the Mag 10. You know that after this util set, he might even find himself in his own smoke. Certainly not out of the realms of possibility. He's got sound cues for days. He just tends to find his own timing. I think he just heard someone run out of USP bullets, bounding across. 3 players identified. That's info. And it looks like Cadian is going to meet JW's AWP, starting to get a bit red hot. That sniper barrel.
The
Just
BM
making
is
sure
juicy.
he's dead.
Double tap in the movie.
We call them love taps now, Lauren. It's not
Love
bad
taps.
manners. It's just it's friendly love taps.
Spreading love.
Okay. Do you love tap your friends often, or is it mostly enemies?
Normally enemies.
I see.
Yeah.
Just trying to find out the kind of vibe to it. Brolin, though, on towards the site. Down is there, and I normally wouldn't be too worried about a USP, but it does outdo the AWP. I guess that's a battle you don't really love. But Tessus, the 1v3, a Mac 10, no armor. Oh.
The glass cannon Mac 10, Lauren. Let me tell you about that.
Give me a story here, Alex.
It's a story of odds and them not being in his favor, and that's pretty much where the story ends, unfortunately. He will walk onto the site. He has got no kit, and he has got 3 armored Ts staring at his one of 2 options. And it's ended with a very nice Glock headshot.